It all started when I was 12 years old. My parents dropped the worst news ever. Jennifer, we're moving to Japan. Let's just say I was not very happy about it. I had never even left the country, and now the Navy was taking my family halfway across the world.
Well, about Jen going to Japan, I don't remember a lot. I know at first she wasn't real happy about the idea. I got that impression, but a lot.
All I had ever known was San Diego. Leaving my childhood friends and good Mexican food was terrifying. Luckily, Tokyo is one of the coolest places on the planet. I learned very quickly how to navigate through a world that was very different than the one I had grown up knowing. I could use train ticket machines that I couldn't even read. I could go someplace one time and somehow find my way back there again. Unfortunately, my 3 years growing up in Japan didn't come easy. Although I loved the experience, I still spent every day of my life dreaming about returning to America. However, little did I know, Japan would change my life forever. When I arrived back to America, I quickly realized that the grass was not greener on the other side, and I yearned for the adventure of the unknown world. I spent all my energy focusing on how I could return to Japan again. The best answer to my problem was to get an international business degree and, of course, become a high-powered international businesswoman. This goal led me to studying abroad at one of the best universities in Tokyo. My time at Waseda University was once again a reminder that adventures are the best way I learn. My senior year at SDSU, I got recruited by a Fortune 500 company. Given the economic sadness of our country at the time, I couldn't have been more excited about this opportunity. However, it quickly became apparent that this was not the life I was led to live. Everyone around me told me I was making a mistake and not thinking about my future, but I knew in my heart I would rather have a passport full of stamps than a bank account full of cash. On August 31st, 2012, I packed my bags, got on a plane, and moved to South Korea to take a job as an English teacher. I was so glad that I listened to my heart instead of the advice of my family and friends. This is the first time in my life that I woke up every day and wanted to go to work. I knew I had found my place in the world. Since living in Korea, I have traveled to numerous countries by my lonesome. However, going alone never comes easy for me. It is something I'm always learning how to do.
Jen was afraid for many reasons to go backpacking for the first time alone. Possibly getting robbed, getting kidnapped, not having enough money, not making friends, not getting along with people in the hostels. You know, the list goes on and on of reasons why she was terrified to backpack.
The first day of my 8-month backpacking trip through Asia, I got on a plane terrified that I may never come home alive. And still, to this day, this is a constant fear of mine. Flash forward to 2015. I was sitting in the San Francisco airport bawling my eyes out, talking to my dad about how terrified I was to go to Colombia alone. After 6 weeks in Colombia, I couldn't have been more grateful to conquer my fear. Once again, I was reminded that everything I want is on the other side of fear, and that courage is simply the willingness to be afraid but to go anyway. There has never been a day on any of these trips that I didn't have some sort of fear. And there has never been a day on any of these trips that I have never been more grateful to be alive. Of all the books in the world, the best stories are found between the pages of a passport. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. The greatest adventure is what lies ahead. I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list.